And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing 7 Days to Die. I used some of the iron that we had to make some rebar frames to sort of map out the floor plan here a bit. I've got some in my area here. I can't really do much with them yet, just because I don't have any concrete to put in them. And plus, the first concrete that we're going to be able to make is going to go towards plugging some of these windows and fortifying our, basically the house. Now, unfortunately, the way that I have this mapped out is going to be a little tricky because this wall is actually one too far in to be exactly 5 spaces. So if that corner is going to be the corner of our base, then this here is 5 away. That one there is the next 5 away, and the next one is going to be outside. So I'm going to have to either live with it or tear that wall down, and tearing that wall down is something I really save, mass remodelings for when my mining tools and skills are higher, because I can basically one hit all of these blocks and tear them down. It saves a lot of time, but we're going to need to do some work before then. So I wanted to build the cement mixer, and I have all of the materials except for scrap cable. That is the one thing that I don't have. I have all the materials right here ready for it, but I don't have a scrap cable. So I went around to try to find, other cars. I tore down the oven that was here. I went to our neighboring houses and I tore those down, and I didn't get any scrap cable. So we're gonna have to go hunt for some scrap cable. And I think a really good spot is this area right here. I think we're gonna be able to get it. Unfortunately, I had to spend some points to actually unlock the wrench so I could repair it and build new ones, because only with the wrench can you get scrap cable. And now that it is morning, I think it is time to venture out here. The only reason I don't go out at night is because while zombies are kind of lumbering and slow during the day, at night they can run and they will be on you very, very quickly. So I kind of want to do a first pass of my fence line first to see if we caught any either zombies or animals. It doesn't look like we did. Looks pretty clean all the way around. It was a pretty quiet night, and so we want to venture out and just make sure we've got all the material that we have here. We've got some coffee and we actually have a few points to spend. I did some chopping last night, and we've actually got 10 more points. I want to do this run forest run because I want to be able to run a little further without running out of stamina. So let's venture to the waypoint and see what we can find, avoiding any major death on the way. Who knows? I hope we don't come across a bear, because that would be slightly disastrous. Oh, I heard somebody. I try not to stop every 5... Oh, there's a deer. I will take your meat, Mr. Deer. Oh, he's running a long ways. Yep. All right, there it is. The whatever this is. This could either be a radio tower or a cell tower. Oh, he dropped. Ooh. This I'll take. Is that coal over there too? Oh, nice. I'm gonna have to remember that for later. I want to loot this place first and get all the goodies out and see how much room I have left for... Oh. Did I miss him? Gotta be very careful about those guys. Okay, I think everybody's dead. Or more dead than they were. Oh, there's another one. Not sure how many hit points these guys have, but... Okay, I think everybody's dead. And let's kind of venture in here a little bit. Oh, there's a dude right here. Oh, nothing. Okay. See these little machines? These things here? You can get cables out of. I first... Oh, mole sandwich? Really? Oh, upped my scavenging. That's gonna help. Okay, that was kind of loud. All right, we are in, and there's a safe in here, and a poor Joe 9mm round. Good stuff. Black denim pants, really? I'm gonna scrap you. I think that's all except for that wall safe. Should I pound on this wall safe for a while? That's really boring. I don't want to subject you guys to that. So these should be able to get, hopefully, some scrap cables. I just need one or two of them. I'm getting a lot of pipe. A spring, no cables though. It's gotta give me a cable. This has gotta give me a cable. Another spring. Nope. Okay. I'm gonna make a new wrench. The lower the durability on something, the less block damage. See, look at the block damage. 0.3, yeah. See, the lower the durability, the less block damage it does. So I want to build me a new wrench. And let's go out here. There's probably some more stuff I could probably dig into while that's crafting. Glass jars, okay, whatever. And is there... I don't see a ladder. Oh, there it is. Get a ladder up to the roof here and see if there's any goodies. No goodies. Okay, that was futile. Wrench should be done. Ooh, look at that, a level 100. Nice. This should be able to clean these through pretty fast. I don't think the level of the tool actually affects, like, what you get out of it. Just more springs and iron. Got a lot of pipes already. I don't know why it's so hard to get a scrap cable. Wow, really? Spring. This is really disappointing. I figured I'd run in here, grab a scrap cable, be able to run back to my base. Alright, well, I'll cut here and jump back in if we strike gold. So I'll be right back. Well, we're back, and didn't get any scrap cable. However, I have a sneaking suspicion. Yep. But it has to be unlocked somehow. So what unlocks the scrap cable recipe? Let's take a look at what it's going to take to unlock. We need steel smithing. Crap. Okay, well, that is a problem because in order to get steel smithing, I need my construction tools skill to be 40, and we're only at 27. So I either need to build a whole lot of stuff or use the nail gun or craft an axe or whatever to get this thing working. I cannot believe that scrap cable is actually in here, but it requires the steel. So we've got a whole lot of stuff. 60 short iron pipes. I mean, that is crazy. Got quite a good amount of iron and a lot of springs. I'm sure you could probably smelt the springs down. Doesn't tell you how much they're worth, but we did get quite a bit of stuff. I did manage to cross paths with a deer on the way back, so I got even more food. And let's put some cloth fabric in there. I got some leather, survivor notes, yet another challenge. We got some glass jar action, oil and fuel. I did the car. I took apart the car that was in the parking lot of that that center there. Large beef ration. I don't really have a use for that right now. But coal, I did dig that coal up, so I got a bunch more coal. And then nitrate is also a good thing to have. Getting loads of that. I'm going to smelt down the other wrench. Put it in the smelting area here. Smelt that back down. So yeah, we don't have it yet, unfortunately. And I'm going to fill these in with the wood. It's super fast. I love it. All right. Well, not sure what to do now. I was hoping to get some stuff going for concrete, but it looks like I'm going to need to figure out how to get my construction tools up and running here. I'm thinking, what would be a good thing to do for construction tools? There's really not much other than like repairing spikes, which reminds me I'm going to need to put a third layer of spikes around our outside here. So we have just that much more protection I did clear out a bunch of this grass, so it makes this process much smoother. Because the day 7 is coming, and if I haven't explained it yet, every 7th night is a massive zombie horde that comes right. It doesn't matter if you're hiding, doesn't matter if you're underground, they will find you and they will come for you. And you've got to be prepared for them, because not only are they, does it, you know, every 7th night it starts increasing in the number of zombies that come, but it's also, they are tougher and tougher. So, you know, the first 7th night isn't too bad. It's survivable with a few spikes and a little bit of sniping with a bow or something. But you know, as you build on, as you progress, the hordes become much more dangerous. So we want a good amount of defense for this first 7th night. Hopefully by the 14th night, we will have a nice concrete setup ready to go. Yeah, I really wanted to get some concrete up and running, but I tore apart so many of those machines and I didn't get any scrap cable. I'm not sure where else scrap cable is really plentiful. So there is a absolute monumental amount of spikes to defend ourselves. Let's just sneak in here. So yeah, we've got no concrete and no ability to make it because cables are unlocked with... I could, you know, basically artificially up my construction tools. I would need 13 skill points, and you can actually get skill points from these survival nodes, which we actually have 13 of. But then I would need another 10. I would need another 10 for the steel smithing. So I would actually need 23, which I don't have. So I have some work to do. I need to craft. I'm going to start digging. I can start digging this out, and I'm going to use wooden frames as I dig down and ladders. And so that should up my construction skill quite a bit. Bringing up these frames. I could also go and, you know, scavenge and see what's out there. So I recently went here. That's fine. I think I've gone through the farmhouse already. If I haven't, let me know and I will go out there and do that. This area I just cleaned up trying to find scrap cable as well. I took out some of the things that were there, and otherwise I could go down to here and see what's down there. I think that's what we'll do. We got plenty of time in the day to go out and explore, so let's go out and do that. And let me... How am I doing on arrows? I have 18 arrows. That's not enough arrows. So let me get some more arrows. I'm going to get 50 of these bad boys. And come back next episode. We will go down to whatever that is down south there. Whatever this is down here, we got to go and explore a little bit. It's quite a ways away, so it's quite the hike, but I think it will be worth it. I hope it will be worth it. So we have plenty of feathers. We can just craft a bunch more arrows. And this will also up my some of my skills, so like my weaponsmithing, which might give us even more points to work with. I don't want to make too many in case I come across the recipe for a crossbow. I really want a crossbow. But again, that'll have to do it for this episode. So I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.